I will say that I certainly can't take much credit for making this happen, because I certainly wasn't there when it did.Ray, you should probably be up here accepting this. But
I was just a kid.
But I justify it because at the time I have sort of in every piece of my work that I do, the one constant is that I always point back to Julie's data and the information that she gives. So in my work with teacher preparation, and then in the Senate, and now at the department, we still rely very heavily on her work. So happy to, in the name of the office that made made that first, it was a very wise investment, and we hope to still look for opportunities to support the great work. So thank you very much.
So creating Speak Up was the first step. The second step with Speak Up, though, was getting the word out. Since we facilitate Speak Up through schools and districts, we needed to start some channels in terms of getting that work out there. We don't have a marketing department, so we needed to work through our partners. And I think part of the interesting story around Speak Up is the beginnings, way back in 2003, of really developing a virtual network in terms of supporting organizations that work together. And so what we'd like to do now is recognize our good friends at the State EdTech Directors Association, who have helped us since the very beginning, not only get that word out to their members, but then their members in turn have turned around and gotten that word out to their schools and districts in their states. And the other part of that I think is so significant, and the part that I'm so excited every time I have an opportunity to talk with a CETA member, is to hear how they are leveraging that data every day, whether it's to impact policy and legislation, whether it's to strengthen specific programs that they have, or start new initiatives. There actually is too many of these for me to go through right now and give you actual examples, because they hit almost every single state in terms of when the CETA members have been involved with it. So we're very thrilled to offer a Speak Up Hero Award to the State EdTech Directors Association, and I think Doug is going to take that, but Christine and Jennifer. Speak Up Hero Award.
Thanks, Julie. And really, on behalf of all of us and staff and everybody in the states, this is a really special partnership. I think in this town, partnerships can kind of be pretty easy, right? You know, we agree on this, we'll do a press release, we're partners, and move on. But this has been something that's been very deep. I think both sides have done a lot of work with each other. So in addition to really being champions of the opportunity to participate in districts and schools, we're very engaged with you in item development.
That's right.
Very engaged, in some cases, in customizing those for specific state needs. Mm-hmm. And I would echo the impact, because from state to state to state, not only is it helping districts and schools make decisions, but our members bring your findings to State Board of Education meetings, to state legislatures, to their governors. It is used to inform programmatic decisions, funding decisions, and even to put policies on the table that wouldn't have been possible without that authentic voice of students and teachers in the local community. So thank you very much on behalf of everybody.
So as you know, there's been many fabulous companies that have helped us support the development of Speak Up, the ongoing development of Speak Up, and so we applaud all those companies. Some have come and gone over the years, but it's been great to work with all of those companies and to learn from them, and they each in their own way have contributed to the Speak Up story. However, there's a couple, two that we're going to highlight tonight, that have had a special relationship with us, and that's been really implemented in beyond just the sponsorship dollars, much more in terms of the type of deep engagement that actually Doug was even just referencing. So for the past 7 years, we've worked very closely with our friends at Blackboard, and they really have been much more than just a sponsor to us. As many of you know, each year we create national reports, and we have the national reports here in case you have not seen them. But in addition to that, we work very closely with our friends at Blackboard on creating every single year an online learning trends report that has become sort of an institution now in the market. It's released every year at the ISTE conference. Blackboard supports it not only with helping us with the report, but they offer a release breakfast at ISTE and then a webinar to share those results. And so we've been thrilled with that relationship, but they've gone even further than that. In fact, we have done, in addition to the annual, for 7 years, the annual Online Learning Trends Report, we've done 5, 6, maybe 7 different reports with them on mobile learning, the thoughts of parents, the ideas of administrators. We did a report on ROI and BOI around online learning. And most recently, they supported our release of a special report about pre-service teachers and how pre-service teachers were learning how to use technology. So as you can see, our friends at Blackboard are more than just a partner. Partner doesn't even seem like it's an appropriate response. But I'm thrilled that we have Mark Bells here, who is the Senior Vice President for K-12 from Blackboard. And then Colleen Smith is here somewhere. Oh, there's Colleen, right there, from K-12 Product Marketing as well. So congratulations.
Thank you very much. Very honored and humbled to receive this award on behalf of Blackboard. Julie, the work that you and the Speak Up group do to elevate the voices of the kids and the parents, the teachers, the administrators, and now the community, unparalleled in the industry. We're honored to be just even a small part of the work that you do and look forward to continuing that relationship as we move forward. So thank you again for including us. Congratulations, and here's to another great 10 years.
Thanks so much. So as many of you know, in addition to doing the reports, we also each year do congressional briefings. I know many of you have come to the congressional briefings. Many of you have come to congressional briefings year after year. I think my friend Brian Hackett has the distinction of coming every year. He's got like the alumni pass to come to the congressional briefings. And it's fabulous to have all of you there. I also realize that when we're talking about data in the Speak Up data, for some people they're not as much of a data geek as I am, and it can be a little dry. Some people could even say, oh gosh, please Julie, not more data. No more on the data side. And so that's where our next corporate partner has had such a significant role with us in terms of taking what we're doing at the congressional briefing and making it interactive, making it alive, and having the opportunity for us not just to share the data, but to show how specific digital tools can be used in the classroom. And so every year our friends at Smart Technology have either brought in an interactive whiteboard, or they've brought in student response systems, or we've used our own mobile devices to use their collection data. We've used teacher support tools, we've used student engagement and collaboration tools, a whole range of different products from their fabulous suite of innovative products to be able to demonstrate not just this is what we're hearing from students, but here's how they want to actually use it in the classroom. And so I'm also very thrilled that I have two of my very good friends here, Kimberly Doyle and Kristen Slavin. Where's Kristen? Oh, she's right here. From Smart Technologies that are here and want to honor Smart Technologies with the Speak Up Hero Award. Yeah,
thank you. And we, as everyone has said before, we are truly honored to be able to work with you, and the data that you get helps, internally as well. And it really helps, our product managers, know and understand the markets that we're in, and to make sure that we are meeting the needs of the students, the teachers, the administrators, and that we're hearing their voices so clearly. And all those the times, and I to John too, we try to get the smart boards into Congress. Anybody knows that's not an easy thing. So,
there's all security issues.
But it's been great, and we've enjoyed our partnership, and we are looking forward to continuing that as well.
Speak Up 2013. Thank you. Thanks, Kimberly. I have one more Speak Up award tonight. So as we were talking about, we do the congressional briefings every year. But in addition to that, we have worked very hard to make sure that we're providing not only all of you, but other policymakers, think tanks and research organizations, different types of associations, education nonprofits, the whole suite of stakeholders, particularly in the federal education community, with the information that they need to be able to impact their work. And there has been one particular organization that has been at the heart of our advocacy work, and that's the John Bernstein Strategy. We have provided us.
Does he get a jacket?
Oh, I already have a jacket.
So John, as many of you know, has not only only provided us with the opportunity to do the congressional briefings and helps us every year with that, but also in terms of providing invaluable advice and wisdom and insight about how to best package and message the data findings so that they truly can have an impact on federal policy. And so we are very thrilled to have had all of that support, John, and welcome any new ideas that you have to us always, and value the friendship. So you also are a Speak Up hero.
Exactly. Oh, you found a logo. That's good. Well, thank you. I can't believe that we've been doing this for 10 years. We still get tremendous turnouts at these congressional briefings. We even upped it to 2 briefings a year, and we still get upwards of 90 to 100 people, and a lot of them staffers from the Hill and from the administration who come and see it. So the data really does get out there. I can tell you that the most recent data that Julie put out, we have already used in our most recent filing on the E-rate with the FCC. Julie and I have spent the past 2 days walking around at the FCC today and making sure they're aware of what's going on. So her data actually lives and breathes. And when they heard that there was a new survey coming out, their little ears perked up and they thought, ooh, how can we get some questions in there to get access to 500,000 survey results? So it really not only does it make a difference with the corporate community, not only does it make a difference at the state and local government levels and in schools, I think it does make a difference up here, and that's why we do it. So, and I couldn't be happier to be involved in it.
Thank you, John.
Thank you.
Congratulations to all of our inaugural members of our class of 2003 Speak Up Heroes. We are thrilled to have had this opportunity to not only recognize them, but to continue this celebration. So as I mentioned before, Speak Up opens up on October 2nd, so I'm counting on all of you again. See, this was the setup. To continue to help us get the word out, to continue to see opportunities for us to leverage the data within your own work, as well as to share it with your colleagues, your associates, and your members, and we're thrilled to have that opportunity. So before I let you go, to continue with all of your refreshments and your networking, and it's such a fabulous crowd that's here, take advantage of all of that. We do have, I want to make sure that you know when you leave, please make sure that Jenny gives you, and she will, one of these little Speak Up earbuds. Okay, so some special little earbuds for you. So as you're listening to some music, watching a movie, maybe playing some sort of an online game, maybe, I don't know, listening to a podcast from a Speak Up congressional briefing. Here's what I want you to do. Let's remember that not only are we enabling the students to speak up, but we have a responsibility to listen to what they say, thoughtfully, carefully, and to act upon it. Because what we're really talking about is their future and the future of our schools and of our country. So a little parting gift to keep that little spirit in mind. But thank you so much for joining us today. It really has been an absolute pleasure. But nothing's closing down, folks. I still have lots of food and we have lots of drink. And John, the Nats are not going to make it. So no looking at the watch. You're not going. You're not going.
But they might win tonight.
They might win tonight.
They'll come close.
They'll come close.
We're going to make it.
Thank you so much, folks.
Thank you.